Owner hopes they're caught before they cause more heartache.
Feels bad, that's not easy.
Now, the theft happened around 3:15 a.m. on Wednesday morning. If you know anything, your tip can be worth legitimate cash. All you have to do is call Crime Stoppers anonymously. That number is 402-444-STOP. Reporting live near 20th in Miami, Christina Engdahl, KETV News Watch 7.
All right, Christina, thank you. New details in a shooting that happened near 30th in Chicago around this time yesterday. Police identify the victim as 32-year-old Christian Pastrana Marin. Paramedics took him to a nearby CHI Creighton Hospital in critical condition. Two suspects, 20-year-old Darwin Johnson and 18-year-old Paige Green, were both arrested overnight in connection with the case. Exclusive video now, one day after the guilty verdicts in the State versus Anthony Garcia murder trial. His parents and brother visited the convicted killer today in the Douglas County Jail. Garcia's father tells me things are not easy right now. The jury will weigh aggravating circumstances in the murder during a death penalty hearing tomorrow. And there's this, Anthony Garcia's final moments as a free man. It's video from the traffic stop in Southern Illinois back in July 2013. State police with guns drawn ordered Garcia out of his car. FBI agents had just made the call to stop him, fearing Garcia was on his way to Louisiana to kill again. Authorities put him in handcuffs and walked him around their squad cars. This traffic stop, the beginning of the legal drama that ended with those guilty verdicts Wednesday.
Well, more from the courts at 5. A judge sets bond at $1 million for 36-year-old Benjamin Thompson. He is the dad accused of driving drunk in a crash that hurt his 3 daughters. In court today, prosecutors say 2 of the girls are still in intensive care. Police say Thompson ran a red light Monday at 30th and Sorensen, got T-boned by another car and then drove off. Police say his blood alcohol level measured at 0.16, and they say they caught Thompson dumping beer and liquor in a trash can before his arrest. Republican vice presidential nominee Mike Pence says his running mate Donald Trump is a man who never quits and will win the election. Pence rallied support today right here in Omaha, and KETV News Watch 7's Camille Ortiz was there. She is live with details.
Well, Melissa, Pence fired up the crowd today by saying this race is on. More than 700 people packed the Mid-States Construction Products building near 67th and F Streets to hear the Indiana governor speak this morning. After remarks from congressional candidate Don Bacon, Nebraska Governor Pete Ricketts welcomed the vice presidential nominee to the stage. Pence says he'll repeal the Affordable Care Act, rebuild the military, and lower taxes if he and Trump are elected.
Hillary Clinton's plan is more of the same. More of the same failed ideas. I choose to stand with Donald Trump and every American who knows we can make America great again, and I'm doing it for them.
According to the Trump campaign website, Pence made another stop today in Fort Dodge, Iowa. After leaving Omaha, he'll be in Pennsylvania tomorrow. We'll have more from today's event coming up at 6. Back to you.
All right, Camilla, thank you. Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton will focus on Iowa tomorrow. Both campaigns planning stops in Cedar Rapids. Clinton will make a second stop in Des Moines later in the afternoon.
Well, the latest poll numbers from Quinnipiac University show the race in Iowa dead even. Both candidates are polling at 44%. Now, Clinton's number is up 7 percentage points compared to September's Quinnipiac poll. Trump's number remained the same. And today, Hillary Clinton hit North Carolina alongside First Lady Michelle Obama.
She serves as one of Clinton's best surrogates on the campaign trail. Today was the first time the two appeared side by side on stage. Like Iowa, North Carolina is a virtual toss-up right now.
I'm out here first and foremost because we have never had a more qualified and prepared candidate for president than our friend Hillary Clinton. Never before in our lifetime.
Donald Trump traveled around Ohio holding rallies today. It's another state where the polls show a tight race. Omaha Mayor Jean Stothert holding another town hall meeting this evening. Tonight starts at 6:30 at the Florence Community Center. That's near 30th and Bondison. It's one of those rescheduled town hall meetings after Mayor Stothert fell and injured her back last month.
All right, the fog from this morning, it burned off. Beautiful sunshine this afternoon. Temperatures still not feeling like we're close to November. It's crazy. Chief Meteorologist Bill Ramby has the upfront forecast you can plan your evening.
Melissa Fry, you're right. It is crazy. Amazing warmth across the area today and even warmer weather on the way for tomorrow. Here's a live look from the Embassy Suites downtown at the Old Market and the buildings of downtown, and Eppley Airfield is now 75 degrees. It's 80 in Norfolk and 81 in Columbus, and we're going to be there tomorrow. Temperatures in the lower 80s, not far from the record high tomorrow, which is 84. There's the satellite loop. Clouds this morning, sun this afternoon, a few high clouds across the area for tonight. Here's our hourly planner where the temperatures settle back into the 60s this evening. Probably don't need a jacket if you're headed out early this evening, but if you're out very late, toward midnight, temperatures could slip back into the upper 50s under mostly clear skies. Again, extreme warmth on the way for tomorrow. That's in my forecast coming up. Melissa?
All right, thank you, Bill. Breaking news at 5 in North Dakota. Authorities are using shotgun beanbag rounds and pepper spray on those pipeline protesters. Officers in riot gear and military Humvees are arresting protesters who are stationed on private property. Now, the group refused to voluntarily leave yesterday. Today, Nebraska Governor Pete Ricketts says 11 state troopers from Nebraska are in North Dakota helping authorities.
And certainly I support anybody who's exercising their First Amendment rights to free speech, but you also have to do it in a way that is within the law. And what we've done is provided resources, some of our troopers that North Dakota is going to pay for under this compact, where again we've received benefit in the past.
North Dakota authorities are arresting any protesters refusing to leave at this hour. Lincoln firefighters find a man dead in a house fire. This is the scene near 42nd and Y around 1 this morning. Firefighters say they found the victim in the bedroom. They think that's where the fire started. They have not released the cause or that person's name.
Troubling news in Iowa, where more than 700 patients who thought they were getting pain meds from a Des Moines hospital were actually just getting salt water. Hospital workers say one of their pharmacy staff members admitted to stealing the powerful painkiller fentanyl from vials for months. It's not clear if the worker used it or sold it.
What was reported to us was that these were IV medications, and so that the tamper-proof packaging had been opened up just slightly, a needle inserted, part of the medication withdrawn, and then replaced with sterile water.
As you can imagine, the hospital fired the worker, and the DEA is now taking over the investigation. Federal charges are expected. We've also learned the former Iowa State Patrol supervisor who admitted to stealing about 150 prescription painkillers during ongoing investigations will be sentenced in December. 32-year-old Michael Hogan pleaded guilty to misdemeanor charges of theft and tampering with records. Last summer, he quit the force, acknowledging an addiction to painkillers. Well, they are the two candidates running to sit on Nebraska's Board of Education District 2 seat.
And next at 5, where the candidates differ on how students in the state should be taught.
Plus, want to snap a selfie with that ballot in the voting booth? It is illegal in some states. We have the laws for Nebraska and Iowa up next.
And right now, a live view of Omaha's rush hour from Nebraska Department of Roads camera. This is Interstate 80 and Giles looking eastbound.
You're watching Omaha's news leader, KETV News Watch 7, with David Earl, Melissa Fry, and your Weather Now forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Randby. Live from 7 Burlington Station. This is KETV News Watch 7 at 5.
Welcome back to KETV News Watch 7 at 5 o'clock. Live look from I-480 and Martha Street. Of course, that southbound traffic heading to I-80. Usually busy this time. It's not that bad right now.
Well, it's an important mission, giving every child a chance to succeed in school, and that is the goal of Nebraska's 8-person Board of Education.
Yeah, District 2 covers most of Millard, Bellevue, Papillion, La Vista, and Springfield, and tonight you're meeting two people who want to represent you. KETV News Watch 7's Julie Cornell continues our Commitment 2016 coverage at 5.
He tutors children in reading.
What color did it turn his shoes? Blue.
Glenn Flint is a software developer in Bellevue by day, on the State Board of Education for 3 years, appointed by Governor Dave Heineman after an elected board member didn't finish his term.
It was the